in a video shown by NDTV's Ravish Kumar during a primetime show on our Hindi channel NDTV India, came to the rescue of 3 people who were jailed in the Delhi riots case. Now, the Delhi High Court relied on the Ravish Kumar video while observing, and I quote from that verdict now, that there is no evidence whatsoever, either direct or circumstantial or even forensic, against these 3 people who were accused of killing one Shahid during the Delhi riots back in February 2020. The petitioners were under custody since the 1st of April 2020. The prosecution in the charge sheet filed against the accused had referred to the NDTV video. And while arguing for bail, the petitioner's lawyer, Advocate Salim Malik, pointed out that the 3 accused persons were not seen in that video, which the prosecution itself had relied upon. Now, the lawyer played the NDTV video during the arguments and showed that the faces of the people involved in rioting are visible when it is enlarged. However, none of those were the petitioners in this case. That is, those who have been behind bars. Let's go across to Sukirti now to give some context to what exactly happened in the court. Sukirti, take us through what exactly has the court hearing been so far, and how important is this evidence that has been put out?
Than Irshad, who were accused of killing one person called Shahid during the Delhi riots of February 2020. And these 3 petitioners had been under custody since April 2020. So at least for the last 10 months, they had been under custody. But now, based on these videos that had been presented in court and been argued upon by the petitioners' lawyers, these 3 people have got bail and have been released. Now, these videos that were presented in court pertain to a story that NDTV did, in which videos were played out. One of the Saptarishi building, which was on the side where allegedly the Muslim protesters were present, and the other videos were of the Mohan nursing home building, where allegedly the Hindu rioters were present, because this was a communal riot, so certain sides were divided, and allegedly these 2 particular sides were present on these 2 buildings. Now, these 3 petitioners were on the Saptarishi building, and that's the same building where this 4th person called Shahid was killed. Now, one, of course, as you mentioned, is the video of the Saptarishi building. Those videos were played out in court, and there these 3 petitioners cannot be seen in the video. So that's one thing that the judge relied on, that were these people even present? So that's the circumstantial evidence says that these people were apparently not present on that particular building. On the other hand, were the videos of the Mohan nursing home building side, where allegedly the Hindu groups were present, and from where firing was being carried out. This particular video, which the judge mentioned, is that the NDTV showed this video of the Mohan nursing home. And at a certain portion of the video, after it plays out, the NDTV primetime anchor, these are the words of the judge when he was repeating this out, that it is seen that Ravish Kumar, NDTV primetime anchor, saying that a person is firing a rifle from the Mohan nursing home hospital and is wearing a helmet. There is another person who's covering the weapon with handkerchief, and later on they can be seen in the videos as well. So he was reading out whatever was said in the NDTV video, and then the judge goes on to say that in the investigation, police seems to have focused on only one side of the buildings and not the other side, being the Mohan nursing home, from where the bullets were being fired. So the judge concluded that based on the forensic evidence, based on what can be seen in the videos, it seems that the bullets were actually fired from this nursing home side, and one of those bullets seemed to have hit this person called Shahid based on the bullet wound injuries. And it is not possible, it does not seem possible that these 3 people, these 3 petitioners would have killed Shahid. And also then, of course, the issue of the community came into the picture, that both these 3 petitioners as well as the man who got killed are from the Muslim community. So if it was really a communal riot, why would they murder somebody who was from their own community? So there's also a lack of motive there. So
right.
A different range of evidence was taken into consideration while the judge ordered a bail. But very crucial was these particular videos where shots were also being fired from the other side, and the judge pointed out that the investigation had been one-sided, and these particular buildings whose videos surfaced in the NDTV story, those were not taken into consideration. And he looked at those videos and said that those could be important observations, and based on those, he gave this bail order.